Hello, my name is Sam Birkin, and I will be presenting the Menards project. Introduction. Menards is a large corporation of stores that sells everything from materials to build houses, pole barns, kitchen remodeling products, and everything else in between. With so many sectors of business being done in an individual location, things are bound to get messy. With everyday work and labor, processes end up being slow, become broken, and go unnoticed. During this project, I am going to present issues involving our stock bins in the outside yard/warehouse. I will be specifically targeting the bins where we stock our lumber. I have chosen this topic because I currently work at Menards while attending Kirkwood, and the issues I have encountered with the stock bins are out of control. It is my goal to help bring these issues to attention and fix them for myself and my fellow coworkers. Some goals to achieve that I've set out for this project were to eliminate all waste of broken lumber, tidy up and organize bins so lumber is slid correctly, improve overall condition of bins so lumber can be slid more efficiently, reduce the amount of time it takes to slide lumber, make lumber bins more presentable to customers, and finally, eliminate the need for constant sweeping and cleaning of lumber bins. My statement includes, I want to help present the issues surrounding our lumber bins that are located in the outside yard warehouse. What were once sufficient bins have now become damaged. While sliding lumber into bins, the products continue to get chipped and split. Substantial amounts of waste are being created, and customer satisfaction overall has declined. I would like to bring attention to this issue by using the 5S strategy and a cause and effect diagram. Stakeholders involved in this project would be included right here. Ryan is the head general manager of our Marion Menards. Ben is the second assistant general manager. Jacob Davis is my lead manager for the outside yard and warehouse. And then Brandon is the assistant manager. And then I have a number of coworkers listed: Colby, Jason, Justin, Bannock, and Preston. These are all the men that I work with in my shift that I work. There's a lot more that work out in the yard, but these are just the main guys that I work with. So here on this slide are just a few pictures that I've decided to include. On the left-hand side, that's a picture of my Menards store that I work at up in Marion. And on the right-hand side, this is what proper bins should be looking like in our warehouse, but they currently do not. Waste in Menards outside yard. So here are just a few more pictures that I've decided to include. On the left-hand side, that is a gigantic pallet of wood that has been cut up and is going to be we're going to send back to our manufacturer. Right there in the middle picture, that is just a lumber bin that has a bunch of 2x4s that are all broken, chipped up, and nobody's going to buy them. So those are just junk that we use to either fix stuff or everything else. But those could be sold if we had proper bins to store them in. And then the last picture on the right-hand side, that is just a bunch of cut up wood again that we have decided to send back to our vendor. Broken bins and boards in Menards outside yard. So once again, I've just included 3 more pictures of examples to show you guys what I'm dealing with here. As you can see, the first 2 pictures are just broken divider boards in our bins that are just not being used correctly. They're broken, the bins are dirty. And the far right picture is our chipped wood and stuff that people just do not buy because our bins are broken, messed up, and this problem needs to be fixed. Here is my cause and effect diagram that I have created to give a little bit more of an interpretation for you guys to understand what I'm dealing with. So our broken bin dividers can equal to our cracked boards. Broken baseboards, they cause scratches and large chips in our wood, so we have a lot of waste because of these 2 things. Careless handling of lumber, this would mean when we're sliding our wood into our bins, too much force is applied. It kind of depends on which employee is sliding, so we just need to take that into account for our broken stock. And then non-utilization of equipment. Sometimes we're sliding our lifts of lumber. We tend to put them on the ground if they're on the lower end of the stocking bin area. And I do not do this. I put them on the forklift tines, but some employees think it's faster to do it this way, but I tend to get my lifts done a little bit quicker, and I think if we utilize that, it would definitely reduce the amount of motion that is required for sliding these lifts. And then all of these factors can equal into our quality of lumber and bins. So here is my 5S method to improve Menards. Sort, to pull lumber from broken bins and organize bad lumber from good lumber. Set in order, organize lumber into a large space or onto forklift tines to prep for sliding. Shine would be to fix all broken bins by applying used sheets of CDX for a smooth sliding surface. Repair wooden bin dividers to help slide wood straight and neat. Standardizing, while sliding or pulling lumber from bins, check on bin dividers and CDX bases to ensure condition. And finally, sustain, continuously check bins for repairs to sustain lumber and bin quality. So step 1 would be sort. Pull all lumber from broken bins and unorganized bins. Sort through the wood to make sure all damaged boards are removed. Here I've included a few pictures of unorganized boards, and you can see some cracks in some of these boards, some dents, damages. Step 2 would be to set in order. Organize lumber into neat stacks in either a large space or onto forklift tines. And as the picture with the forklift shows me sliding some wood into the proper bin location with the forklift tines. And on the right hand side, we have a large storage trailer out in our yard where we put overstock wood or loose pieces. And we can utilize this space to clean out bins, organize good wood from bad wood. Step 3 would be to shine. Fix bins by using new wooden dividers. Check if new sheets of CDX are needed to be placed on bin bases. And here I've included a few more pictures of bin dividers that have been recently fixed, and the bins look very nice. So we started using these metal attachments that we can put onto the bin bases and bin outlines of the wood. These are much more sturdy. We used to just screw screws into the wood, into the actual board bases of these bins, and they would break very easily, weren't very sturdy. This works much better. Step 4 would be to standardize. While sliding or pulling lumber, check bins to see if they are in need of repairs. If repairs are needed, notify management, and I've just included another picture of a process that had been already finished, and the bin looks very nice. Step 5 would be to sustain. Continuously check bins for repairs and repeat this 5S process to sustain bin and lumber quality. And I have included a bunch of pictures here that we have already done this process, and they look very nice. Not a whole lot of broken boards in there, as you can see. We've eliminated most of them. And so far, this project has been quite a success in my store. While I've been applying the 5S process at work over the last few weeks, I have seen a decrease in waste, eliminated large amounts of excess motion, and have improved employee mentality. My fellow coworkers and I have enjoyed our bins being fixed and tidied up. This making our customers happy by decreasing the amount of time being spent on trying to find good lumber. And I hope this process continues to work and new employees learn this task the lean way.